I mean, it could happen. I mean, why not? If Crawford wanna challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. So you know what I'm saying. I'm with it. So I'll be going for Bud.
I can retire right now and be in the Hall of Fame. He couldn't. Like everything that I've accomplished, he's still trying to accomplish.
Do you not think Spence will be in the Hall of Fame?
Right now? No, how?
Yeah, he's right, dude. He's right.
How? He fought in one division.
Never unified the belts.
He unified.
He did unify.
IBF. He unified.
After staying quiet for a long time, Errol Spence has finally asked for a rematch with Terence Crawford. This comes after Crawford recently called him a weak fighter. Even though it seems too late for a rematch, Spence is taking his chances and calling out the two-time undisputed champion after being disrespected multiple times by Crawford.
Yeah, I would never want to fight him coming off an accident like that. Because when I beat him,
right,
then y'all gonna say it was because of the accident.
Right.
He beat Danny Garcia. I was in the crowd. I said, nah, he can't beat me. That's the first time I seen Spence fight live. I said...
So you knew then when you seen that?
I'm like yeah, because it's different on TV
for sure.
than when you watching it up close in person.
He
did unify.
IBF. He unified.
Yeah, was it?
He had three.
He had the WBC, he didn't unify all
WBA,
four. He wasn't
IBF.
undisputed.
Huh?
He wasn't undisputed.
He wasn't. No, but what I'm saying is, they already called him a weight bully, right? He beat Kell Brook coming off of a loss, an eye injury. He beat Sean Porter.
In all fairness, he had to go over there to get that.
Spence's first fight against Crawford was a disaster, and it badly hurt his reputation as a boxer. His poor performance was unforgettable, and many in the boxing world now judge him based on that fight. In response to a clip of Crawford being asked if Spence deserves a spot in the International Boxing Hall of Fame, Spence took to social media to call for a rematch.
Along my career, I've been criticized and people have taken credit away from me just to try to diminish my accomplishments just off of pure hate. So what would they be able to say with me going up 2 weight classes?
People say, oh, well, maybe it was the weight or whatever the case is. What do you think about that? Like, talking about the weight at 154?
I wouldn't worry about that. I felt stronger than him. I felt that I punched harder than him. I felt as if I hurt him many of the times.
Of course, Crawford disagreed, saying Spence wouldn't make the Hall of Fame if he retired now. This is what made Spence fire back at him on social media. The disrespect is getting out of control. Maybe it's time for a rematch.
Hold his head up. It's a learning experience. You just bounce back from. It's about how you come back and how you show people that that happened young in your career and
that's a good win. Like I don't want to sound like I'm hating on him or,
I understand
things like that. But I honestly don't know if he make it to the Hall of Fame with the...
This must have hit Spence hard. His last boxing appearance was only as a promoter for a fighter in a WBA lightweight title fight. Since losing to Crawford in 2023, he hasn't stepped back into the ring. Many thought Spence and Crawford were evenly matched, but Crawford dominated, giving Spence the first loss of his career. Spence's record now stands at 28-1 with 22 KOs.
In the fight?
Yeah.
But I just felt like, he came prepared and he was ready and he fought a good fight.
Yeah.
He was awkward. He was patient. He was determined. He stuck to his game plan and he did what he had to do to make.
Errol Spence recently admitted on social media that the worst mistake he made as an athlete was drinking. His post even got a reaction from Gervonta Davis, who is fighting Lamont Roach tonight. Spence advised athletes to stay focused on their goals for a better future for themselves and their families. Despite his loss to Crawford, Spence has had an impressive career. However, his last fight brought in more critics, with some fans doubting if he still has what it takes. This led Spence to fire back on X, formerly Twitter, saying some of y'all use he washed too loosely. Post y'all mama so you can see what washed really is.
A lot of people say, oh, well, he's money hungry, he's looking at money and he's trying to cash out and this and that. I've been getting money for years. I've been getting millions for years.
Yeah.
And I'm not stupid with my money.
Right.
As you can see, I don't buy no Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and, you know what I mean, walk around with 100 people around me, and I got all this jewelry that I done bought.
Before losing to Terence Crawford, Spence was the unified welterweight champion, holding the WBA, WBC, and IBF titles. He reigned as champion from 2017 to 2023. Although he hasn't fought in nearly 2 years, Spence is still only 34, and fans can expect him to face a big-name opponent when he returns. 2-weight undisputed champion Terence Crawford has stirred up controversy with his recent comments about former opponent Errol Spence Jr. The two fought in 2023, where Crawford dominated Spence in a one-sided beatdown. Since then, Spence hasn't made a comeback. He had the option to trigger a rematch clause, but decided not to go through with it.
He's a little lax and, he got caught. He should have boxed a little bit more, but, things happen. You gotta learn from it. Definitely, it was exciting. The whole build up to it and leading up to it too. So it's something that, I wouldn't change for nothing. And, I'm definitely open to the rematch, and hopefully it'll be at 154.
Recently, Spence was in talks for a fight against WBC and WBO Super welterweight champion Sebastian Fundora. But after several delays, the fight never happened. This led many to believe Spence might never return to the ring. Meanwhile, Crawford's career has only soared. He is now set to face Canelo Alvarez in September. Before his mega fight against Canelo, Crawford appeared on Pound for Pound with Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo. During the interview, he claimed that Spence Jr. doesn't deserve a spot in the Boxing Hall of Fame yet, arguing that Spence's achievements don't measure up to his own.
Setting traps, has crazy power that he believes in. He has a great chin too, because he'll let you get out punches.
If Spence makes a comeback, a rematch with Crawford could settle the debate once and for all. Will he prove the doubters wrong, or is Crawford right about his legacy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more boxing updates.